Greetings, this is garthrs, the tireless adventure with another episode of Space Engineers. Sorry it's going to be a little bit late. I had some family in town, brother-in-law and whatnot, and I fully expect them to stop by while I'm recording because that's just how my luck goes. But first thing is first, we're going to jump in here and fall almost past where we're going, and then get in here and turn it on, and you're going to want to look right above the beacon there. Boom! Toothless was the winner. 2 votes for Space Herpes, 3-4 for Toothless, and 1 for Toothless Decimator. So that was kind of a pretty cut and dry thing there. But before we get into that, let's just go ahead and, now that we've covered that, I should say, let's just go ahead and have a look-see at what we're going to be doing today, which is the conveyor system for Toothless. Now, I cleared out a few pieces right here, added a few more in, cleaned it up a little bit, changed the coloring scheme, added some beef up plates as it were. And now what we're going to do is we're going to create our storage unit for this. So with small ships, one thing that you really want to keep in mind is that these things are not as spacious as their counterparts on the larger ships. So like a medium size holds like 250,000. So let's just go ahead and put that one there, and you'll see relatively quickly how much beef that really adds to the machine right there. That's quite a bit of beef right there. That's a beefy thing right there. It's the middle of everything. But as you can see, it still stays pretty much in line with what's going on this way, long-wise. And it doesn't stick out too far. So we should be good as far as not contacting anything. But for the most part, I need construction components. I need construction components, motors, and interior plates, and a computer. So let's go get that stuff. Because I've been doing some mining, I've been doing some makering, and so we should be pretty set in everything we need. So let's go computers, motors, those interior plates. Let's grab another bunch of those, and you know what? Let's just grab all kind of it. Let's just grab all kind of it. All kind of it. That's funny. It's funny to say. It's funny. Okay, so let's go over here and finish these out. Now, primarily, I could put these together and color them after the fact, so it's not really an issue. But as you recall, green is movement, yellow is refining and processing, and storage. So we'll have to set this up the way it should be. I did make one minor change to the rear end. I moved the landing. What's it called? Landing gear. I moved the landing. I'm a freaking aircraft mechanic, and I couldn't remember what that was called. That's exactly what it's called on an airplane. Anyway, I moved the landing gear to the back instead of the top, because I plan on just backing in and dropping off. So that's going to be the big deal here. So I don't want this just hanging out and down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to waste some materials. There you go. We'll put that one there, and then we go. Oh, hey, it just hit my head. I hit it again. And then I will put the 5 right there. And then I will put the, after the world save, I will put this 6 right here. There you go. And then I will put another one of these right here. And then a 5 right there. And then I will put the connector, which is not, in my opinion, very aptly named. Let's do that, just like that. So that right here will be the pooperer. This will be the pooperer thing. Remember, we talked about naming. All right, so that's the pooperer. This is the carrier. This is fun to say. I don't even know what to say. Oh, and I did want to bring up one thing that I thought was really cool, and it made me happy. It made me smile. So I just want to say thank you for that. Chocobo1200 said, "Your videos actually helped me. I wasn't doing anything with Space Engineers anymore because I couldn't quite understand how survival worked. But yesterday, I think I spent about 5 hours straight on it, and I think I even moved beyond this point. I was completely sucked into it. Built 3 utility ships, a big refinery system, And I even grinded the whole spawn ship. Took ages with a grinder ship. And, you know, that kind of stuff right there really kind of makes me happy, because effectively what I did just by having fun and talking to you guys is I helped him enjoy a game that I enjoy myself. So I just wanted to say thanks for letting me know about that, because honestly, this is why I do it. You know, I like the interaction. I like the back and forth between you guys. I mean, that kind of stuff really, that makes it for me. So I appreciate you sharing that with me. I really do. Let's put this in there. One display, and that is complete. And this should be one display, and that is complete. So now we have our pooper ring system right here on Toothless, which now that I've named it is and forever will be complete. So our next mining ship will be different. And ironically, I do believe I'm going to start on it today as well. Alright, so let's give it a shot here. Let's just drive forward and get some of this crap. Now, you notice I got a little bit of wobble. And the reason I have this wobble is because I've only got one thruster going in each direction. And once you get a pretty beefy ship, the wobble is considerably cut down, but it never really goes away. So let's see. I don't know if you heard any of what I just said, because these things are loud. But I said but. It's pretty cool, man. All right. Anyway, we get in here and we'll have a look. See. Oh, look at that. That's a lot of leftovers. Here. Come on, just. And one thing I've noticed that quite a few people are doing some pretty outstanding things in Space Engineers, which kind of makes me watch my videos with a different eye. Like I usually, when I watch my video after I've edited, because I always watch it before I put it up, and I think to myself, does it suck too much to post? If so, I re-record it. If not, then I post it. But one thing I did notice is that a lot of my creations are really mundane. There's not a lot special about them. So what I'm thinking about doing is, because I've already turned off asteroids, and I turned off asteroids for a very specific reason, because I don't want to lose my ship. I don't want to lose my ship. Is that pooping out already? No, it's not. Okay. So a lot of stuff rolled down here, and you're going to see this little crevice right here just fill up. I'm going to have to go empty it every once in a while. But let's show you how the pooper works. So we get in here, thusly. Now there's two things that we can do with the collector. And who was it said that I forgot the most important co, and that was Co-Star. And that's true. You can't forget Co-Star. He's the bomb. And actually, him and Me Midgety were the two people who got me into recording in the first place. So I just wanted to point that out. That was pretty epic. And the day I got to meet Me Midgety, the guy said, "Yeah, I know Me Midgety." I'm like, "You do not. Quit lying." He wasn't lying. He knew him. So, and I got to actually play on a multiplayer server with him, and I was like super happy. And then we like became friends and stuff, and you know, we like pen pals and junk. No, I don't think we're pen pals, but you know, we do talk in Skype from time to time. It's been a while because he's got his own thing going on now, but yeah, for a while there, it was like all the Me Midgety I could ever handle. I was so excited. I was so excited. And then I got to say hi to Direwolf once when I was hanging out with Nearby Gamer. Not name dropping or anything. I'm just saying I had some pretty cool experiences, and I owe those experiences to some people, and those people are awesome. All right. So let's just bring the nose down a little bit. See, I got to clear that out because it's kind of. Oh, I was going to say, why ain't it going down? It's kind of in the way. All right, so boom. Now that I have that done, I'll put the pooper here so you can see the pooper. And then I hit K, and I go into the control panel, and you'll look at, I've got one block that's got my gyroscope and thrusters and everything in it, and I just turn that all off, so I won't move when I move my mouse around. But let's go to, where is it? Ejector. It's called an ejector now. That's good. So we have the ejector, and there's two things we can do with it. We can collect all. When we turn that on, we go into the inventory, scroll down to the ejector, you notice, and it'll pull up everything that it can hold, and it'll just put it there. But when we go to control panel and turn on throw out, it'll collect it all and poop it out into the thing. See? There you go. It's pooping it out right there. And if we go to inventory, you can see that it's relatively quick-ish. But the good thing about this is I can just get out of this and fly away. I don't have to stick around in here and wait. I don't have to sit there and put it all in my inventory. It'll all automatically happen on its own, and the ejector will do what needs doing. The only thing that you really can't do with the ejector is tell it what order to eject things in. So you may have to come over here and say, see, it's ejecting it slower than it can eat it until it gets to something like platinum or nickel or something like that. That takes a while. But so I might want to put a couple more ejectors on there. That might make sense. You know, we could do that. We could totally do that. Let's totally do that right now, as a matter of fact. Let's go over here to this. Actually, let me see what an ejector is for a small ship. Ejector with a small ship is, it's only on a small ship. So let's just make 2 more. Production, small ship, ejector. Where are you at? That's a connector. I want an ejector for a small ship. Ejector. There it is. So 1, 2. Let's just do 2 for now. That's good enough. And what I'll do is I'll go out here and I'll turn this off. And we'll pull it. We probably won't even need to pull it. I could probably just do that and it'll stop. So, and I'll take this right here. There's probably something in it. So let's move it out of there first. All right. So ejector. Let's turn the collector off and the thrower outer. Leave it on until it's empty. And there it is, empty. So now we jump back out. I knew the small ejector was going to be a little bit different. So let's go ahead and clog this up in our inventory real fast. And you're like, why are you doing that, Garth? What are you doing? Why didn't you just put 2 more beside it? Because this is a one-way piece. So what I need is... I need to not go too far. You go too far, man. You go too far. So we get one of these small conveyors, and we'll put them. This is a mover, so I need to get it green. There we go. Green, green, and green. Now this one will handle it all 4 directions, all 6 directions actually, 6 axes. So there we go. I have those 4 things right there, and I can do this. Come on now. Don't be a jerk face, jerk face. I'm probably going to need a few more things for this as well. And let's see if I don't think I have enough. No, I do. Check it. Check it. That's good stuff. And I have enough for all 3 of these. What are the freaking chances of that? I'm so incredibly excited that I could literally explode all over the place. All right, do I have enough for this? I do, but I'm not going to have enough for the other 2. So, we're definitely going to have to go get the stuff. Which is probably done assembling now. Yeah, I need 8 computers and 2 displays. Where are you at? There you are. 8 computers and 2 displays. That's enough. That's sufficient. Alright, now this should increase the time with that. The only downside is ejectors will pull from other ejectors when you say collect all. It just kind of moves it back and forth because it pulls from the closest inventory. So when you have 3 like this or more than 1, you don't do the collect. You don't do collect all because it just doesn't make sense. So this should go a whole lot faster now. Basically 3 times as fast. All right, whatever, dude. It's not funny anymore. Shut your mouth. I don't want to shut my mouth. You shut your mouth. Anyway, let's turn this on and see what happens. Alright, so we go to the... That's not what I wanted. I wanted K, not P. Alright, so ejector 2. We'll turn a throw out on that. Ejector, turn it out, and like that. And then we'll put this to the side, and it should be going a whole lot faster. Is it even doing anything? It's already empty. It's already empty. So I don't even get to test it. That's crazy. So let's just go ahead and do this. Go because I got to clear this out anyways. Oh, I just bumped into that. That's not good. It's not good at all. I got to get rid of this stuff anyways, so might as well put it to good use. There we go. Come on, you can do it. Don't be a jerk face. Alright, let's see. What do we need? I might as well harvest something I need that I got a little dent in there I can work with. Let's go down to this. I think this is magnesium. Yeah, we need magnesium because we're going to have to make bullets and junk soon. So I'll just go ahead and jump in here. Do 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 do. Now the only downside to this, I'll turn to the side, and you can see that a downward bounce would damage my components. So you want to be careful of that. My next model, which we're going to work on today, now that I got this one working, the best thing to do is to start over again. You see, that's how games work. That's how you win a day, my friends. I don't even know where I'm supposed to go now. I don't even know where I'm supposed. Is it this way? No, it's not. Holy moly! I am complete. Oh, there it is. I was like, I'm completely. There it is. Anyway, so now we come down here. This is still kind of pokey outy. So let's go ahead and do some more mining. And I went up outside to that big crater I said was going to eventually break through, and it's not over my station, so I'm not really too super concerned about it. It's basically just off to the side. Not much, but definitely some. Alright, that should be good enough for now. So let's go ahead and line this up. Turn this way. My voice is cracking because puberty is hitting me. Alright. Alright, so I want to roll a little bit that way. And then shift to this side and shift back because I went too far. You go too far, man. And then go down, and then go down, and then go down some more, and then go down, and then go back. Now, with the landing gear, there's several things that you can do, and I'll show you. Ooh, I just did the wrong thing again. But with landing gear, it has a brake force, which is unlimited. Landing gear will unlock automatically when force is applied to keep it attached. Okay. When force applied to keep it attached is larger than this value. Unlock automatically. So basically it won't unlock. But if I take it down to about right there and turn on the auto lock, watch what happens. It'll automatically lock, and then as soon as I go to drive away, it won't do it. It's not doing it. I guess I don't have enough force. I'm gonna have to turn it down some more. Let's turn it down some more. Landing gear, because that's still pretty high. Let's do that one. It's pretty like nothing. See, automatically unlocks, and will automatically lock. There you go. So I just probably need to turn it up a little bit more. So let's go with 2.5 and see if that works. Okay, 2.5 I can't get away on, so let's go back down to 2.1. Actually, let's go to 2. Yeah, 2.2 is good. Let's try that one. Can't break away. Still can't break away. Let's try 1.8. I just wanted to barely be able to break away once it's on. Okay, that's not working either. Gyroscope. 1.7. Nope. Let's go with 1.3. It's not much bigger than 1. Holy moly, I must have nailed it with that 1.0 thing. Let's try 1.1. No. Apparently it was 1. Oh my gosh. That's so crazy. I'm cray-cray. Now it's not even working at all. See, it automatically locks. And then you let it go. And then when I try to back in, it's got a braking force. See how it's automatically turned back on? Alright, now it's working. This is crazy. Anyway, so let's go ahead and turn the pooper on. I wonder if it'll... Yeah, it does break loose when I don't want that. Turn off, turn that all the way up. I don't want to automatically move nothing. There we go. So, but it'll auto lock now, and I can let go of it when I want it to go away. You see, automatically locks. Good. All right, so we totally nailed it. So let's turn on our ejectors, which are still on. So I ejected out everything that I was harvesting. Oh, God. Oh, people, you just don't even know the level of stupidity that was. You just don't even, you're not even aware. Where did all of it go? That's crazy. That's cray-cray. That is just stupid beyond measure. I'll get all that later. I'm not even going to look for it. Alright, but anyway, now that that's done, we're going to work on a better version of our driller. Actually, probably work on this version. I think that would probably work just fine. No, I want to make a better one. I want to make a new and different model. So let's come over here, and we'll do a new small ship. And I'm going to put that right there. This is the front of it. Boom. Alright, so now it's automatically locked on. Alright, now remember, base units, and there's a reason why we're going right into this right away, because I wanted to show you something. Actually, you know what? I'll make my utility ship first. No, I'll make the driller. That's cool. I don't even know what I'm doing, so you guys are like, whatever, dude. Alright, so the first thing that we're going to do is build it up. This is all going to get removed, so I'm not gonna put too much effort into that. But we want to make our frame, and I think the best way to make our frame is to get a good frame of... I see what I did with that. Alright, so we have right there. So now we can take this unit and bring it out. These steel plates. I'm out of steel plates. Should have plenty of steel plates in here though. So that's good. I don't have any steel plates in here. What the deuce? What the deuce, monkey? Oh, I got 217 right there. That's more than enough. Shoot. Let's just go put all that in there. Let's put it all in our pocket. That's pretty annoying, isn't it? When you walk around with a block selected, like blink, blink, blink in your face. Blink, blink, blink. Alright, so what we're going to do basically right here is just create a kind of an interim frame, if you will, for our main drilling head, which should be 3 by 3. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, actually this is 5 by 5, but the center piece I meant should be 3 by 3. All right, so now we need G drill, and these drill units I'm going to put like this. This. Do I need to go up one more? I think I do. I need to go up one more and out one more. So let's go ahead and get rid of that. Mismeasured immediately, right off the get-go. Okay, so mismeasured. So it's going to be 7 by 7 is what I need. Four, 5, 6, 7, which means that the cockpit's going to have to get moved as well. Yeah, the cockpit's going to have to get moved as well. So we put first one right there in the middle, and the second one in the middle, and the third one in the middle. I got to remember which way's a rotate and which way's not a rotate, and then that one right there. So that's going to be our main drill head. And you're like, well, that seems a lot like what you got going on now. But there's a reason why I'm building this the way I'm building it. And that reason is because I hate conformity. I'm a huge not fan of it. And since we have this, let's go up one. I think one ought to do it. One ought to do it just fine. Yeah, one will do it just fine. And we'll just put that right there in the center. Now, this will give me a good point of view on where I'm digging. My only concern is that I'm going to have a spot right here large enough to make like a spear to kill me with. And this whole unit is going to be pretty... what's the word I'm looking for here? Not just pretty because I made it, but pretty streamlined. There you go. That's the best way to put that. So let's just go ahead do that. And 8, 2, and come over here. And the reason I'm going to do it this way is because there's a little thing I want to try, and you guys might be able to help me out with this if you have any experience with these whatsoever. But I'm going to incorporate wheels, and not as a driving force, but as a bumper force. You get what I'm saying? A bumper force. Now, in order to make wheels, we need two things. A support, and a rotor will turn it, but I think it'll spin freely without one. I could be wrong. Let's have a look, see if it says anything. So we're going to be using a 3x3. It just says wheel 3x3. So let's see if we can get that in there. All right. Go with a 1. 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's make sure I counted that right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I counted it wrong. Or I didn't count the first one. There's 10. And this would be 11. Okay. So put these out like that. Now this is going to be a fairly long ship. Not like super stupid long. But hopefully with the amount of stuff that I have in it, it's a little more friendly. Yeah, it's a little more friendly. So now let's go 5. I want to put this one will go right there. Let's try to go 1 back. There we go. We'll go 1 back right there, and 1 back right. I think that's right. No, that's only 2. I need 3. I need a gap of 3. I need a gap of 3. So I need to add 1 more. I forgot which one the wheel was. Oh, it's 5. Okay. So a gap of 3. Now this is perfect right now. This is what I'm looking for. So what I also need to do is come down here right above this and put the wheel on again. And what I'm looking to do with these is to keep me from bouncing all over the place. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to have 2 along this side and 2 along that side, and I'm just basically going to go in nose first. So let me mirror out this other side, and I'll be back with you guys in a heartbeat. Okay, so it's going to be a little bit confusing to look at because it's not a lot of it's done. But the premise should be pretty clear when I come down right here. As you can see, I have wheels along the left and right, top and bottom. So this should keep me from bouncing all over the place. I'm fairly certain that the wheels will act like a bumper. So that's why I'm doing it. They don't have to roll. They just need to act like a bumper. And that's what's important. So the next thing that we need to add on here is, of course, engines, which I believe start out with a large steel tube. But we want quite a few engines, as a matter of fact. So yeah, large steel tube is the first item, which I do not have any of on me because I am an idiot. So let's go get them. And we're going to give this a shot. We're going to see how this goes. But first of all, I need to make, see, 8 times 4, so 32 3x3 wheels. Production, 3x3 wheels. So we need 32. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. All right. I also need probably, let's go with 12 thrusters. So 1, which is 10, and then 11, 12. We should have plenty of gold when it needs it, but that should help us out in a moment. But for now, we need, see, the sleekness of this is what is attracting it to me. That's what I like. I like looking at it. It makes me happy. Let's see. I don't think you can do that with in survival. I can't. I guess I could fix it up where I could build on planes, but I don't think I want to do that. Let's go. So this other side is going to be just the same way. So let me see what on these I can actually get rolling so we can see how they look. All right, we need a metal grid and large steel tubes, but we have a lot of steel plates, which apparently tires are made out of steel plates. I don't know if you knew that or not. Wheels, I guess, would be made out of steel plates. So let's do that, because that's super exciting. And I plan on putting all my thrusters and junk kind of in here in this area. They're going to point, you know, in and in and in, up and down, and then I can put the forward and back behind tires and whatnot. We're going to see how it works out. I might have to put them like right here and right there. And then effectively what we'll have is a pretty sleek build that we can enter and exit from the front. I believe, if my math is right, this should work, and I shouldn't have to worry about missing this middle section here. It should have enough of an expansion, because I think it goes 1.5 times, or 1.5 out from each side. So we'll see how that works out. Alright, so I got a bunch of those, and a bunch of those, and a bunch of those. I'll just fill my freaking inventory up until I'm a crazy man. Crazy man. Now this is going to be phase 1 of this build. So if you guys learn anything about wheels or whatnot in the interim, be sure to let me know. Be sure to say, hey, Garth Rooney, you're an idiot. That doesn't work that way. You know, I'm not going to take it personal. You know, I'll only hate you a lot. I mean, just kidding, dude. Seriously. And dudettes. I love criticism because it makes me better. Not like being a jerk when you're criticizing me. Like, you're ugly. You know, tell me why I'm ugly. You need a better nose or whatever. Give me some constructive criticism and I'll eat it up. That's just how I do. That's just how I do, ladies and gentlemen. That's just how I do. So, I think that this is probably a good place to call it for phase 1 of this build. What I'm looking at going through in the next probably 2 episodes, I'll be kind of working on this off and on, giving you some update where we're going. But what I'm looking at in the next couple of episodes is probably going to revolve around this principle of wheels. And after the principle of wheels here, I'm probably going to start rolling on some rotor stuff, because what I want to be able to do, I might even have to make this bigger and tear it down and make it bigger. And if I do have to do that, I'll do that off camera and you'll just come back and it'll be bigger. But my idea is to put on some rotors that tilt out like this, deploying landing gear. That's my goal. You know what I mean? I don't know if that makes sense to you guys, but that's my goal, is to have this thing be this size and then have landing gear kind of rotate out so that I can lock in. I think that would be really cool. I think that would be super outstanding, awesome. Because with rotors now being able to transmit electricity, there's a connectivity in there, and I can activate those landing gear even though they're attached to rotors. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's effectively what I'm going for. That is effectively what I'm going for. Do I have a lot of construction components in here? I probably do. I have 23. That is a lot. Oh my god, that is so many. Not. Anyways, so yeah. But that's the plan. What I'm going to do is I'm going to finish a lot of this, the hardware, this kind of hardware, and I'll leave the frame pretty much intact the way it is. But the goal in here is going to be to get a prototype up and running. And since I don't have like a whole bunch of stuff to make, I mean, the thing that's going to take the longest is producing all of the equipment. So I'm not really too concerned about that. But I think that this is a good place to call it. So if you know anything about wheels that is going to go against what I'm trying to do, let me know in the comments below, and I greatly appreciate it. If you have your own video of how wheels work, feel free to list it in the comment blocks, and I will definitely approve it so everyone can have a look at it. I love it when people who have YouTube stations. I'm trying to get around here. Let's go. How am I going to get in? I need to get around this way. There we go. But, oh, look at that. I can look at the back of my chair. That is pretty crazy. I'm looking at the back of my own face. Back of my own face. What does 7 do? All right, let's go in here. All right. This is what I look like to myself. This is spectator. If I go with 8, which will allow me to rotate around this way, This is spectator mode. So we got to go around this way, and I can actually see myself sitting there. Oh, I'm learning a whole lot about this game from that aspect, because I'm looking at doing something kind of cool with it. So I've been doing a lot of this cameraman angle stuff. You know what I'm saying? Why would I need cameraman stuff? I wonder. Yeah, but if you have something else, let me know, because I love getting other people. I love getting other people recognized. I love it. Makes me happy. I love it. Makes me happy. Nothing makes me happier than seeing a YouTube channel that needs some love get some love. That makes me happy. So feel free to leave your stuff in the comments below. Let me know what I'm doing wrong, if I am doing anything wrong, what you think, what you'd like to see, all kinds of stuff like that. I like the interaction. So until then, guys, you guys take care of each other, and I will talk to you on the flip side. See ya.